With 1 week remaining in the regular season, Fresno looks to hold on to second place in the West, while Los Dos fight to make the playoffs. It's Fresno FC versus Los Angeles Galaxy 2, live from California. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chukchansi Park in Fresno. I'm Corey Cohen with my partner, Matt Stubbington. It's a virtual must-win for both teams tonight. And with leading scorer Jaime Chavez out, the Foxes will be looking to Jamal Johnson to lead the way on offense.
Johnson, wonderful player, so experienced, sublime touch on the ball. He's a tremendous athlete, played in England, so he's got experience in droves. And it's going to be players like him on the pitch that are going to lead this squad. The Foxes, a young team, to victory tonight if they are able to get the 3 points which they need to hold on to second place.
Absolutely. Now looking at Galaxy 2, they're going to be focused on Kai Koreniuk, their leading scorer with 9 goals on the year.
Wonderful player, great playing the ball into space, good with both feet, dynamic individual, calm head in the box. It's going to be a key player for the defense of the Foxes to pay attention to.
Tonight's matchup of the game brought to you by Onacar Fresno. Onacar Fresno, drive with style. Now let's take a look at tonight's road to victory, brought to you by Travel Shop. Matt?
Well, the important thing for the home team is they have to be patient, build up patiently, do not get panicked, do not try to get out of their own game plan, and really focus on Fresno. For the visitors, play smart defensively. They're a young team. Make good decisions in the back line. Don't jump in, commit too soon, and then they'll be a difficult team to break down.
Really exciting match coming up. Just a week remaining in the schedule. Both of these teams need a result. Stay with us, folks. All the action coming up in just a moment. Should be an exciting one. Live here from Fresno. About to begin this match between LA Galaxy 2 and Fresno FC. We'll talk about the lineups here with Matt Stubbington. I'm Corey Cohen. Talking about Fresno, so we mentioned Jamal Johnson. They are missing their best player, their leading scorer at least, Jaime Chavez. So that's certainly a big part missing for them.
Well, for both teams, changes made by the coaches from the teams that appeared last time out. For Fresno, 6 changes across the back line, left to right. You have Martin, Del Campo, Daly, and Ellis Hayden. The midfield of Johnson, Koromoto, Yao, and Halhajic. You got Kaffer in front of the midfield 4, and Cheney is up top for the Foxes tonight. For LA Galaxy 2, they've made 4 changes. across the back from left to right. Fidesz, Depew, Ontiveros, Schultz, the midfield three of Cuello, Saldana, and Hernandez. Koryeniak, Zubak, and Kamara are the front three. The goalkeeper in net for LA Galaxy 2 is Von Steeg, and then CJ Cochran is in net for the home team.
Yeah, big change at goal for LA Galaxy 2. They haven't had a lot of stability, but recently a little bit with Eric Lopez, but they're going, who is available, they're going with Justin Von Steeg tonight. Tonight's starting 11 brought to you by El Mexicano. And so these teams about to begin here from Fresno. It is a virtual must-win match for both, with the playoff push and just 1 week remaining in the regular season. Fresno looking to hold on to second place, and the game has begun. Again, with Matt Stubbington, I'm Corey Cohen, joining you from Fresno, California. Foxes wearing blue, heading from the right side of your screen to the left. LA on the road wearing the signature all white. So forward now, Christian Cheney gets a head on it. Now flicked forward by Juan Pablo Caffa, the captain. Chased back now by Nate Schultz. He's played in all but 2 games this season. Schultz leads the team in passes and tackles. So Fresno currently sitting in second place in the Western Conference, just 2 points clear of Reno. So certainly a battle there for second. And then for LA Galaxy 2, they sit tied in 9th. Technically they're in 10th place. Top 10 teams make the postseason. And 7, 8, 9, 10 play each other in essentially a play-in round. So ideally, you get to 6th place if possible, and that is still very much possible for Galaxy 2. Right now in 6th place, Orange County SC with 48 points. LA Galaxy 2 with 44 points. So if they get a win here on the road, they not just are in a good spot to make the playoffs, but also perhaps to get that bye and be in the top 6.
Well, the only thing we know in the Western Conference is that Phoenix Rising FC have secured top spot in the division. They ran away and hid a long time ago. If you look at the USL website, they have the letter Z by their name, which says that they have clinched the division. But beyond that, the letter X, which indicates qualified for the playoffs, only goes down to 6th spot, which is currently occupied by Orange County SC. So there's a lot to play for in the West.
And even those teams that have qualified, such as Orange County or Sacramento, seeding is completely up in the air. So a whole lot to fight for. And again, for Fresno, they have qualified, but there is a battle between Fresno and Reno for who gets the 2nd seed. And if they keep winning, home field advantage for that extra round. And if somehow Phoenix gets knocked out early, then you could get home field advantage for the duration. Cheney gets ahead, now in the box with Fresno, saved by Von Steeg.
Really good work there defensively.
Please be aware that soccer balls may fly into the spectator area and be
Not sure who the defender was, but did a great job of getting goal side of Yao, making sure that he wasn't able to get a clear shot on net.
Flicked up from Fresno. That's off the arm of Cheney, and his left arm seems to be in pain.
Saldana there, a little hard done by. Cheney was coming from the blind side of number 43 and gets called for the foul. As you see, will be a free kick with Caffa to take. Kuromoto on the ball. He's been a revelation since he joined the club. Fulfills the role that Caffa was occupying in the middle part of the pitch, but that just allows Caffa the freedom to go forward. Kuromoto plays both sides of the ball a little bit better than number 10 does. Coscafo, the violinist, virtuoso, pulling the strings so beautifully on the attack for the Foxes.
LA Galaxy 2, they need a win. Last win was on September 28th. Before that, September 7th. So a win on the road here would be huge. Fresno, everything seemed to be going well for them, and then they hit a snag. They broke Phoenix Rising's unbeaten streak. It was a huge night for them. Bunch of celebration, and since then they've lost three in a row, including a 4-1 loss last week here at home to Tacoma, the team at the bottom of the table.
Yao has actually gone down with an injury, I believe. He's on his haunches as Del Campo kicks the ball out to stop play. I think Adam Smith has got rid of his sling. He was struggling with a shoulder injury himself. Apparently had a fight with his bicycle. In the thigh there. Hopefully the player will be okay. Both teams not in the best run of form. Galaxy 2 a little bit inconsistent, although they have managed to get 3 points out of their last 3 games. Fresno, 3 losses on the bounce. The most disappointing of which was the last time out with the 4-1 defeat at home. But you see Adam Smith there a little frustrated, wondering what's going on with his player and whether he needs to make a injury substitution already, which is very frustrating for a head coach to have to waste a substitution with not even 6 minutes gone in the match. We're talking to Adam Smith in the week, and he said that the first 2 losses were disappointing, but they were in those games. But the most disappointing was the performance last time out midweek. It was just not a good game. Fresno not playing with their own identity. As we take a look at the head coach for LA Galaxy 2, Coach Gonzalez there. And Adam Smith is looking like he is going to have to make an injury substitution. You go back to that Phoenix Rising game, though, and Adam Smith got everything right tactically. Must have been very satisfying for the head coach to know that everything that he'd put into plan came to fruition. Certainly a little bit of luck came about as 2 penalty kicks were awarded, and amazingly Solomon Asante managed to not score either of them. The first he miskicked, and it was an easy save for CJ Cochran. The second one was a spectacular touch by the goalkeeper onto the post.
It was an unreal run from Phoenix. Fresno, bunch of teams tried. Fresno was the one to take them down. And Adam Smith admitted to us that there has been a bit of a hangover since that match. And you have this incredible victory, but since then, 3 losses in a row. Hoping to get right before the playoffs and hold on to the 2nd seed, especially if they can get that 2nd seed, perhaps keep home field advantage, and then maybe a matchup with Phoenix. They know what they can do against Phoenix Rising. Here's some nice footwork from Mohamed Kamara, 21-year-old out of Liberia.
A good play there by both players. Kamara managing to keep possession of the ball. Martin did really well to momentarily get goal side and looked like he was going to find a way to dispossess the forward.
There's Jorge Hernandez in the midfield. And we'll see that sail past the goal line. Goal kick coming for the Foxes.
So there's Yao coming back onto play. Some tape on that inner thigh. And give some support in that area. Hopefully he'll be able to continue.
See the fans here, Fire Squad Fresno, the main supporter section. Doing an excellent job showing up as usual. For Devin Yao, he's from New York, but he's 29 and this is his first U.S. club. Went overseas to play. Joined Fresno in September.
I thought that he would play more centrally. Actually, Halahadzic is fulfilling the central midfield role alongside Kuromoto.
Some good passing here. Forward, a foul called.
And you see what Kuromoto gives to the Foxes, able to get goal side and almost steals the ball off the foot of Kamara. And then number 68 gets called for the foul as he just tugs on the shoulder of the player from Japan. Referee tonight is Mr. Belinsky.
Jonathan Belinsky, veteran ref in this league. Korimoto, another player who had spent his entire career overseas. Now, he's from Japan. He had spent his entire career in Japan, but this is his first U.S. club. Korimoto, one of a few players, actually, who's got 4 yellows. Picks up one more, he has to serve a suspension. At this point in the season, you certainly don't want to have to sit out. Nice work by Fresno to stop the counterattack. Mickey Daly, who was out last week. Adam Smith thrilled to have him back. Now down the right flank. A run from Zachary Ellis Hayden. Through ball too much. And a goal kick coming.
Neither team at the moment finding that killer pass into the attacking third.
You saw there Junior Gonzalez, the interim head coach for LA Galaxy 2.
Going to Zubac to make himself available.
Taken by Fresno. That's got to be a foul in the midfield. Kai Koreniak called for the foul.
Playing the wrong kind of football there.
Here's a through ball, weighted pass for Kamara. Kamara with Korimoto right there. And some good defense from Hiroki Korimoto, as you see all the fans back there making noise. And so we will see a sub. Devin Yao tried to make the best of it, but he will not be able to stay in this game. And so extremely early on here, we'll see a sub. Diego Casillas comes in for the Foxes. That's got to be frustrating.
Well, it's always frustrating as a coach. Because 1, you don't want your player to be hurt. 2, you want to be able to use your substitutions for tactical changes, not for injuries. Hopefully, it's just a little niggle that Yao can recover from quickly as the Foxes get ready for postseason play.
The 13th minute here.
The way things stand, if I'm doing my math correctly, I don't think that Fresno can finish lower than 4th at this juncture with the games remaining.
Here's captain Nick Depew.
Casillas has just slotted in on that right side of the midfield. This place vacated by Yao.
On Taveros. Forward now. Solid touch, but Fresno wins it right back. Elijah Martin. Poor touch there from Ali Hodzic.
It's the problem with LA Galaxy too, as they have so many young players that are imaginative and technically gifted that sometimes they try the spectacularly deft touches. And there's an example there. Kamara trying to go the long way around Martin, but when you have a player with the experience of Martin, it's easily read. Sometimes the spectacularly deft touch comes off, but sometimes it's better to play it simple. It's something that these young players will learn, and that's why the USL is such a great league, because it gives them that opportunity in high-level competitive soccer to learn their trade.
Sent forward now, nice header. Settled though by Koreniuk, who dribbles back. Sends it forward, heavy touch though from Zubak. And a throw in now coming for Galaxy 2.
Good sustained pressure from LA Galaxy 2. Fresno are having a bit of a struggle of getting the ball forward, connecting the passes. Cheney is going to be key. Very good in the air. Needs to improve his hold-up play. He's also a good athlete. Will be able to chase the ball into space. But at the moment, Galaxy 2 are doing a good job of denying that ball over the top.
Martin with the throw-in. Take it away.
Here's an example of what I'm talking about. Off the throw-in, Cheney with the heavy touch. Just presents the ball back.
Chance now. Edge of the box. Taken away by Ali Hodzic. Still going. And a good stand-up tackle.
Well, the referee thought about blowing the whistle as Kafa goes to ground. Depew on the challenge. In the end, Mr. Belinsky deciding that it was shoulder to shoulder and fair.
All the way back to CJ Cochran, 28-year-old out of Georgia. He's been the keeper all season long for Fresno FC. Was loaned from Nashville last year. He's really made himself known. He's got 76 saves, 40 goals allowed, 65.5% save rate, 7 clean sheets. th minute here, still scoreless. Fresno looking to stay in second place. Los Angeles hoping, first of all, just to make the playoffs, and from there, the question is about seeding. Take a look at the standings. They enter tonight in tied for 9th, but essentially in 10th place due to the tiebreaker.
First tiebreaker is games won, and then you go to goal difference. At the moment, both of those tiebreakers are against LA Galaxy 2. They only have 11 wins on the season, trailing El Paso and San Antonio, and their goal difference is a -5, which is the only negative in the top 10.
Very interesting. The only other team in the playoff hunt with a negative goal differential is Las Vegas Lights. But those two are the only ones that don't have at least a 0, if not a positive number in that category.
So yeah, everybody for Fresno back in their own half is going to make life very difficult to get out on the counter if they're able to win the ball.
Little flick forward. For Kamara, nice find. Schultz crosses, and it's caught by Cochran.
See the outside back getting forward, crossing the ball in to a dangerous area. Kamara with great work on the double team to split those two players. Finds Schultz. Little deflection from Kuramoto, and good work from Cochran at the near post to stop the ball going goalward.
Headed up by Depew. Settled. Now booted by Depew, standing at a massive 6'5" on the back line. Foul called against Fresno. Ali Hodzic, 26-year-old from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Wouldn't argue with Mr. Belinsky, would you?
Take a look at the foul. Some Galaxy players calling for a handball. And a little bit of a shove.
Just not a good passage of play there from Halahadjic.
Make sure to grab your Stand Up to Cancer placard at any gate and be ready for our special halftime placard.
See there, Adam Smith.
To honor all of our cancer warriors, the Stand Up to Cancer placard moment will take place at the beginning of halftime. So stay in your seat. Who will you
Some frustration from the home team at the moment. CJ Cochran asking for somebody to make themselves available. We've seen it from Halahadjic a couple of times as well. Fox is looking to go forward, but just nobody there in blue to pass the ball to.
A couple players fall in the midfield. Again, Chikchansi, it is both for baseball and soccer. Fresno Grizzlies play here. AAA affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Now their season is over, and you start to see the signs of the dirt from the infield start to fade as we get here into the fall. Here's a chance now. Through a ball, nice header. Zubak. Take it away.
A couple of key defensive plays there. Casillas on the tackle. And Mickey Daly on the defensive header was spectacular.
Casillas again couldn't keep it in play, and a quick throw taken by Ontiveros. Look at Jamal Johnson on defense, but he's called for the foul.
Poor positioning there for Jamal Johnson. You feel that it's a solid contact with the ball, which it is, but because he's behind the player, he's always going to get called for the foul. Ball has to be moved a little bit more swiftly for the Fresno team to be successful. I'm going to give credit to LA Galaxy too. They're doing a really good job of taking away the passing lanes and condensing the space. Three players in the midfield are making life very difficult for Koromoto and Halahadjic to get the ball forward.
Chance now for the Foxes. Laid back for Kafa. Korimoto.
You see there, Koromoto, 3 or 4 touches on the ball. Looks one way, then looks the other.
Now all the way up the pitch, the fullback Martin crosses it. Header is a goal for Fresno in the 22nd minute.
I think it's Casillas with the diving header. The bench loves it. The fans love it. His teammates love it. They're trying to revive him.
He enters the game in the 13th minute. Not even 10 minutes on the pitch, and he puts Fresno ahead.
Well, one would argue that this is against the run of play. LA Galaxy too have been on the front foot for large portions. Finally, Martin gets down the flank, delivers the cross. It may have deflected off of Schultz. Doesn't affect the result, though. There was Casillas coming across the defender. Leaves his feet like Superman and delivers the header into the back of the net.
He just slipped that in. I thought it was going wide of frame. Excellent work to target from Casillas, and he scores his 2nd goal of the season. The youngster from Mexico came up from the U23 team. Now the Foxes up 1-0 here at home. And a great service in from Elijah Martin.
A few players losing their footing on this surface. Koromoto went down, Ellis Hayden went down. On the second occasion, though, Ellis Hayden went down because he was fouled.
You see the fans, Fire Squad Fresno. Just an incredible display of support.
Kafa being told to go back a little bit further.
Sent in, headed away. Second chance, way too much behind that strike.
Not the greatest of deliveries on the free kick from Kafa. As everybody collapsed inside the box to get the ball clear, it did allow a little bit of space for the shot.
Coming off his line, doesn't matter. The flag was up for offside.
Good read by the goalkeeper there.
Kamara was in an offside position. Nice work, as you mentioned, by C.J. Cochran. Both keepers tonight standing at 6'4". Tallest guy on the pitch, though, Nick DePew at 6'5". Cheney plays it to Johnson. Martin looking to find Cheney, and a foul called against Christian Cheney.
Hernandez there with a good intercept, coming back from the attacking midfield role to get in the way of the pass. Cheney clumsy on the challenge. You see LA Galaxy 2 trying to create width, spread out the Foxes as much as possible, send the attacking players forward, get the outside backs into the attacking half if possible.
Korimoto still going. Nice run here. Goes to Cheney on the outside of the box. Cheney plays it to his right. Kafa. Nice find. Tough first touch from Ellis Hayden, and taken away by Los Angeles. Kafa dispossessed. Chance for a counterattack. Emil Cuello now slowed down.
You see again a little bit of indecision, this time from Cheney at the top of the box. Does well to find a teammate, but really could have made that decision more quickly.
And Cochran grabs it. His defenders are saying you got to get that, otherwise it's a corner.
He won't get credit for the save, but that was a save because he didn't give up the set piece. A lot of the attack for the visitors is coming down their right flank on the boot of Kamara. As Ellis Hayden goes down under a heavy challenge. Referee asking for play to be paused for a moment as he has a chat.
Talks things over. Jonathan Belinsky has officiated many matches. Chance now for Galaxy 2.
Cuevas with the foul there.
Cuevas, the 16-year-old. You're getting minutes.
Late addition to the team. I thought Fiddes was actually be playing in that left back role. But
Fiddes has some history. Was with Fresno last year, had 3 appearances. So he's a late scratch. Now in the 29th minute. Again with Matt Stubbington, I'm Corey Cohen. Sent forward by DePew, and it's right to Ellis Hayden. Korimoto. Cheney. He's got no help, so he plays it back. A through pass now, Casillas. And some good defense from Mauricio Cuevas. Another local, product of LA.
That's where Foxes have to have a little bit of patience.
Kamara crosses, a flick! What a save from Cochran! The second chance and the goal for LA Galaxy 2. In the 29th minute, they tie this game up with the second chance and the determination.
Well, it's a wonderful strike that ends up into the back of the net. The initial save from Cochran was quite spectacular. Cuejo, I believe, with the goal. Zubak with a spectacular little flick. Cochran comes out, makes the wonderful kick save.
LA Galaxy
There's nothing he could do about the deflected shot coming in from
Emil Cuello.
Cuejo with the shot. Did really well to keep that one on frame. And you see the anguish and dejection from the Fresno players as that one goes into the back of the net, but I think that's really just deserts the way that LA Galaxy 2 have been playing this game.
Cuejo with an excellent goal, the 22-year-old originally from Buenos Aires, grew up in Utah, and just first timed that outside the box. It was a rocket.
Casillas called for the handball. He claims innocence.
First minute now. All tied up at 1 apiece here in Fresno. Good pressure from the Foxes. Kamara under pressure. And they give it away. Throw in coming for Fresno FC. Taken away by Galaxy 2. Another throw in coming for Foxes.
It's going to be interesting to see how things progress for Fresno as this game continues. At the moment, they're losing the battle at the midfield. LA Galaxy 2 with 3 players in that area. Essentially, the Foxes only have 2 with Kuramoto and Alehajic. Jamal Johnson has been a non-factor on this left side. It's been Elijah Martin that's been going forward and joining the attack. We've seen the Englishman really touch the ball in a way that affects the game offensively.
Elijah Martin to take the throw. Another Fresno homegrown guy. Spent his last 2 years with the U23 team. And turned 23 and joined Fresno FC. Throw in coming from Nate Schultz. Takes a bunch of steps. Sent forward now. Slip behind the defense. And at the goal line, saved by Zachary Ellis Hayden. The defender prevents a goal.
Well, the ball over the top. Defeats the back line, caught square and flat-footed. The goalkeeper commits. But credit to the defender, Ellis Hayden, to follow that ball up. That's what you want as a goalkeeper. Sometimes you need to be bailed out, and he was absolutely bailed out beautifully there on the goal line.
A wild play, timed perfectly though by Ellis Hayden.
Oh, would that be considered for one of the saves of the week?
Absolutely. I think it's even more impressive when it's a defender. Another through ball, settled, and the goal! Flag is up, it does not count. Koreniuk thought he had it.
Almost timed his run to perfection. That's the technical ability of these players for LA Galaxy too. Wonderful touches from the young man. Here's Ellis Hayden here. Nothing but effort. He's chasing Koreniuk back. Koreniuk thinks that he scored. The last moment, the only thing that goes in the back of the net is Ellis Hayden himself.
And no hesitation, he's tracking back with the defender. The ball is then slipped past his keeper, and not a second of hesitation from Ellis Hayden. He kept chasing that ball.
Ellis Hayden is probably the fastest player on the Foxes. Probably some that would argue against that, but I certainly haven't seen any faster.
He's also one of the more veteran players on this team, 27 from Ontario. Leads the team in tackles 1. An excellent defensive player. Koreniuk still knocking at the door. And team leader in goals, looking for his 10th of this season. Foul call now against Kamara. Spent last year with SC Paderborn in Germany. Member of 2 Bundesliga, the 2nd league.
Cheney getting instructions from his coach.
Header won by LA.
You have to see Cheney get on the end of one of those long clearances from the goalkeeper. Good work from Kuramoto.
Fans making a ton of noise here. Nice pass finding Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Across, takes a deflection. And now won by LA. Perhaps a counterattack here for Los Dos. Zubak. Zubak still going. Strike off the side netting.
Great work there from Martin to get back. Worked so hard to thwart the attack from Zubak. Del Campo forcing the central forward wide with that challenge there. Then Martin doing just enough to force the issue wide.
As we enter the 38th minute here from Chukchansi Park. Again, I'm Corey Cohen with my partner, Matt Stubbington. 1-1 here as we get a little bit closer to halftime. Johnson back to Martin.
LA Galaxy too doing a really good job defensively. You hear the coaching staff yell double, double, double. There's an urgency to the way they're closing down the Foxes. Trying to prevent Fresno getting on the front foot.
Here's Kaffa. Heavy first touch. And taken away by Depew. Now clear.
Surprisingly heavy touch there from Kaffa.
Johnson, nice first touch to Cheney. Now Casillas. But the offside flag is up. Just as Casillas leaped into the arms of Jamal Johnson, he looks to the sideline and sees the assistant referee holding out the flag.
The run of play, it looked like it was offside. So all honors are even. Both teams have got a goal that counts, and both have got a goal that has been wiped off because of the offside flag. He did just drift off as that ball was played through. It was close, but it was the right decision.
They set off the gunpowder already, though, in the supporter section. So that's not going to stop for a little while. Here's a good takeaway. Collision in the midfield. Depew came all the way out. Now sent back to Vom Steeg. Another player who spent some time in Germany, previously with Fortuna Dusseldorf. Sent back. Again, all the way back to Vom Steeg. 22-year-old from Santa Barbara. Nate Schultz. Here's Saldana. Long ball for Los Dos, and it's too much.
Galaxy 2 trying to force the issue. As soon as they win it back, they go on the attack, trying to catch your opposition on the transition.
Here's Ramon Martin del Campo. Leads the team in passes and clearances. Nearing 1,300 passes and over 100 clearances. Just monster numbers for the 26-year-old out of Chula Vista, California. Johnson. Forward to Martin. And a throw-in coming. And Kamara, he is begging not to receive a card because he booted that ball, not allowing the Foxes to get a quick throw-in.
A lot of frustration from the player, and hit it towards those people around that advertising hoarding to our left. Immediately apologized to them and then turned and apologized to the referee.
You heard it, coach yell, don't or you're gonna get a card.
Again, Galaxy 2 doing a really good job of covering up the available options for passes. Fresno looking best when they are able to play the ball forward quickly. And the Galaxy 2 are doing a really good job of transitioning from offense to defense, preventing Fresno from getting on the half turn. So the ball's played backward again. Perhaps there was a better option with Kuramoto in the midfield. He's wide open in acres of space. If the ball's not delivered quickly enough to him, he can't do anything with it but play it back. So the tempo just needs to be increased by Fresno. And it's hard to do when you got the flowing white shirts of LA Galaxy 2 causing you problems as far as your options going forward.
Kaffa takes a long shot, but it's a slow roller and handled by Justin Vom Steeg. See their interim head coach, Junior Gonzalez, who was the head coach of Rio Grande Valley in 2017. LA Galaxy 2 needing points here on the road. Entered tonight with 44. Put them in 10th place. But just such a wild playoff picture this year as there's a touch and a corner coming. These 44 points had them 3 points above 11th. They were essentially tied for 9th. They were 3 points above 11th, but just 4 points behind 6th place. And really anything can happen in the Western Conference. 44th minute, nearing halftime, and a corner kick coming. Hernandez takes. Headed by the Foxes. Saldana plays it back. Sent forward again. In the box. And the cross from Hernandez goes past the goal line. Jorge Hernandez, just 18 years old, from Riverside. He's got 28 key passes on the season.
A game that is of interest to the home team is the game between Las Vegas Lights and Reno. Reno are 1-0 up at this moment in time, so if that result holds, it'll be Reno in second place if things stay the way they are in Fresno.
Well, it's interesting, and it's crucial for both of these teams. For Fresno, they're trying to hold on to second against Reno. And then for LA Galaxy 2, Las Vegas, one of the teams that they're fighting for a playoff spot with. A loss perhaps from Vegas might knock them out of contention, depending on how things go here. Certainly make things harder for the Lights.
They would need San Antonio to drop points in their remaining games.
Las Vegas only with one match after tonight. New Mexico United currently just on the outside of the playoff picture. They lost tonight to Tulsa. They've got 2 games remaining. Player down for LA in the box. No whistle, though. Certainly didn't look serious.
Well, there was contact with Ellis Hayden and Koraniak, and the referee deeming that it wasn't worthy of a whistle. Certainly the ball was not playable by Koraniak at that point in time.
Casillas back to Ali Hodgic.
Good job again from LA Galaxy 2 to transition to defense. Somehow the home team have to find a way to play the ball more quickly, find more options going forward. Kuramoto seems to be in a lot of space for a lot of time as Casillas gets called for the offside.
About 2 minutes of stoppage time, by the way.
And that offside there is also a symptom of the fact that, or a result, I should say, of a delay in play or a delay in pass.
So about a minute or so remaining before halftime. Looks like this game will be tied entering the half, but we'll see what Los Dos can do here. Throw in coming for Los Angeles. Cuevas to take. Cuejo keeps it in play. Cuejo thought about the cross, last touch off of Fresno. So a corner kick coming before the end of the first half. A low cross off the corner kick. A little bit of contact. A foul called on the edge of the box. And a yellow card issued to Ali Hodgic.
I think heart was in mouth for a moment for Fresno. That was really close to being in the penalty area. Off of the corner kick, the ball took a horrible bounce. It stopped things going forward for LA Galaxy 2 for a moment. And Cuejo gets the ball back, attacks Ali Hodgic, and then there was contact. And Mr. Belinsky pulling out the card for number 13 of the Foxes.
So a big set piece here for LA Galaxy 2. Ontiveros takes off target, and there is the halftime whistle. So the end of the first half, 1-1 is the score between Fresno FC and LA Galaxy 2.
Well, it's been an intriguing first 45 minutes. You expect a chess match in the game of soccer, and it certainly has been one in this first half. And Casillas, the goal scorer for the home team, with a spectacular diving header. And LA Galaxy 2 on the foot of Cuejo off of the rebound, off a good save from CJ Cochran, tying things up.
We'll take a break, but stay tuned, folks. Halftime here in Fresno, and then, of course, all the action from the second half. Stay with us. halftime here from Fresno. It is Stand Up to Cancer Night here, and so you see all the fans honoring people who they are honoring in the fight against cancer. 1-1 is the score. We're going to take a look at the matchup of the game, players to watch for the second half, brought to you by Onacar Fresno. Onacar Fresno, drive with style.
Alhajic has been a very good player for Fresno, playing in the center area of the pitch. It was his play that led up to the ball played out to Martin, who crossed it into Casillas for that wonderful diving header. And Alhajic is going to be key in the second half, playing in conjunction with Koromoto in the center area of the pitch. For LA Galaxy 2, it is Cuello, the scorer of their goal. Did really well to keep this one on target. First time effort. Beat CJ Cochran. All ends up after the goalkeeper made a special save on the initial attack by LA Galaxy 2. But it's going to be really important for Fresno to find a way to stop Cuello in the second half. As you see, Fresno players there. Seth Moses on the left of your screen, standing up and saying, honoring those that have been affected by cancer in their lives.
Yeah, we certainly all know someone, or most likely multiple people, who have been. Stand Up to Cancer Night here in Fresno. We'll take a quick break. Right back with more halftime.
Strike in the upper right 90. Whips it in, finds the back post. What a finish.
All these experiences are new, and the new experience is always the most exciting because it's something that you've never been a part of before. And I think that's one of the biggest draws of Greenville is to come in and to be a part of the beginning of something great.
Well, Greenville has officially been awarded a professional soccer team.
There is a big soccer presence in the upstate, and they just needed a team to rally behind. Like, oh wow, like this is actually, this is real. And I still didn't really grasp how big it was going to be.
Racing the other way. Cuts it back. Good look. Shot coming. And in Carlos Gomez, his fourth in 2 matches. And does that seal the deal on the 3 points for the Triumph?
A club is more than just the players, coaches, and front office. It's the fans. It's a whole club. We're new. No one really knows what we're about. They don't know, what we have to offer, and showing them that we offer more than just 90 minutes a week, on a Friday or Saturday night, says everything.
He's going to go at goal. Shot and a goal! That has to be on the goal of the week. Now get some time. Sam Warner, the beauty. Oh! Lula with the bicycle!
Oh, can you see that coming?
Great save by Putton on the goal line.
And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding?
Exciting time around USL, both in Championship and League One. Let's take a look at news and notes from around the USL. As we are here at halftime, you see in the Eastern Conference, it is still wild. Pittsburgh fighting it out with Nashville at the top for first place. Pittsburgh right now in the live standings 1 point up over Nashville. And in the West, you talk about Las Vegas trying to make a late surge. We'll see tonight in their match against Reno. Of course, LA Galaxy 2 in that fight. It is absolutely crazy. And then we see League One expansion, that league getting more and more exciting.
Well, the USL is just growing all the time, and it's great to see. And I can't believe it. We still don't know whether everybody's going to be playing as far as the playoffs are concerned. And
not even close.
Louisville City FC against Charleston Battery. That's going to be a really good game. Louisville had a wild one today, scoring 8 unanswered goals in their victory this afternoon against the Swope Park Rangers.
Take a look at the standings here in the Western Conference. Just wild. You see, you've got 6 teams that have it clinched, but really it could go any number of ways, especially with the seeding. Right now in the live standings, you've got LA Galaxy 2 into 9th place if they earn the draw, but still so much can happen.
Oh, so much that can happen, so much to play for. As we said, the only thing we do know is that Phoenix Rising have already got one little bit of hardware as they are Western Conference champions.
Las Vegas and New Mexico United making a push. 12 teams for 10 spots. It'll be thrilling, so make sure you watch USL Championship in this last week of the season. Still a few matches to go. We'll take one more break, and then we'll come back with highlights, stats, and all the action from the second half. We'll be right back, folks, here in Fresno. Halftime here from Chukchansi Park. 1-1 is the score between the Foxes and Los Dos. Let's take a look at the highlights to see how we got here. The highlights from the first half.
Well, it's been an intriguing first 45 minutes. Neither team really finding a way to get into the attacking third at the beginning of the game as they were probing and trying to find a way to break each other down. Kamara has been bright down the right flank for the visitors. It was Martin on that beautiful defensive effort there. However, the defensive effort wasn't good on that one. Kamara beating the double team, finds Schultz. Schultz on the deflected cross only finds CJ Cochran. Then against the run of play, Casillas coming in for the injured Yao does the spectacular getting across the face of the defender with the diving header, puts in the cross from Martin. It looked like it had been deflected on the way, giving the home team the lead. And then there was CJ Cochran with a spectacular save, but all he can do is deflect it onto the left foot of Cuellar, who makes no mistake with a left-footed effort, thumps it into the back of the net. And then we thought that this one was going in. Cuellar thought it was going in, but Ellis Hayden said, no, the only thing going in the back of that net is myself. The ball is staying out.
One heck of an effort from the defender. You take a look at stats, LA Galaxy 2 with the better part of possession, but outside of that, it has been remarkably even. One more shot for Los Dos. Shots on target are exactly even, same with offside calls. It's been a very evenly weighted match.
It certainly has. Both teams with one goal, both teams with one goal disallowed because of one of those offside calls. And possession, you know, can always be a misleading statistic. It depends where that possession is, but I think Adam Smith will hope that his team can find a way to get some of that possession into their attacking half. And credit to Los Dos, they've done a really good job of making it difficult for the Foxes to get on the half turn and face up and attack with any authority, or consistent authority, I should say. Be interesting to see whether Adam Smith has made any tactical changes, and I think Coach Gonzalez for LA Galaxy 2 will just be hoping that his team can continue playing in the manner with which they have started this game.
So the second half about to begin here from Chikchansi Park. Fresno fighting to hold on to second place in the Western Conference. LA Galaxy 2 fighting for a playoff spot. They currently sit in 9th place in the live standings. Top 10 teams make the postseason. Still, anything can happen with 1 week remaining. And now the second half has begun here in Fresno. Again with Matt Stubbington, I'm Corey Cohen. 1-1 is the score. Fresno wearing blue, this half heading from the left side of your screen to the right. LA Galaxy 2 wearing white, heading from right to left. And a chance for Casillas. Nice work from Vom Steeg, the keeper. Throw in now, Zachary Ellis Hayden. And in the box, cleared away. Corner coming.
Good job there by Depew, coming across defensively. Ellis Hayden getting into the penalty area. Off of the throw-in. Big central defender understanding the situation, coming across nicely to clear the danger momentarily.
The corner headed by Los Angeles. A chance, though, for Casillas. Taken down on the outside of the box. No foul.
The referee thought about it for a moment. Casillas is in a lot of discomfort. And that's Mr. Belinsky letting play continue as the ball gets onto the foot of Cheney. The turning effort always lifting up and over the crossbar. Casillas looks like he will be okay. A little grimace on his face as he tries to run it off, but immediately in with the slide tackle.
Saw a player getting warmed up. It's Lowell. For Fresno, we'll see if he makes an appearance in the second half. He's got a ton of goals, and Fresno may need one. A little dangerous situation now. It's cleared by Vom Steeg.
He's a dynamic player. Interesting to see what Adam Smith decides to do, though. Whether to take off Cheney and do a straight swap, or leave Cheney on and maybe bring Lowell on in replacement for somebody else and put the two athletic members of the squad, Lowell and Cheney, up top together and see if they can create something. As Cheney tries to create something off of the deflected effort there.
Ninth minute now. Remains 1-1. Nice work from Elijah Martin, the Fresno fullback. Headed by Ellis Hayden. Depew will switch fields. On Taveros. Depew dribbles forward, takes a touch off the Foxes. Nice header to keep it in play. On here from Koreniuk. Back to Ontiveros. Hernandez, good possession here from Galaxy 2. Kamara goes to his right. Cuejo takes a long strike. I believe it took a touch, in which case a corner kick is coming. And it will.
Nice sustained possession there by the visitors. Coach Gonzalez asking for his team to keep moving the ball. Play and move, play and move. The ball moves faster than the player. Difficult to defend.
Headed up. Cuejo plays it off. Hernandez still dribbling. Now he's taken off the ball and cleared.
Coach Smith still got the footwork.
He's got his arm back. Long throw in for Los Angeles. Solid string of passes. Now Galaxy 2 have it. Nice work by Jonathan Belinsky, the ref, to get out of the way there. Had to move pretty quickly. Cuevas. Foxes get a piece. And a foul called against LA, and this will be a yellow card. Mauricio Cuevas, the 16-year-old.
It's good officiating here. Mr. Belinsky not quite sure who it was that committed the foul. Talking with the fourth official. Ensure that he identifies the right player. Koreniuk with the yellow.
And that is his 5th yellow of the season.
Yellow card.
And so he will be suspended for their final match of the regular season. Their leading scorer will be out next week. That is a huge foul and yellow card.
Have a huge influence on
LA Galaxy 2 yellow card, issue to number 52. Kai Koreniuk.
I think the team's pretty deep, though. I think they can find someone to get the job done, even though Koreniuk will not be available.
So that is a tough blow. Some good defense from Depew. To be without your leading scorer in what very well may be a must-win match for LA. Here's a good run from Kamara. A touch off of Martin in the box. Nice work from the defender. And if you're New Mexico United or maybe Las Vegas Lights, you might be a little bit happy with that yellow card. Because right now, LA Galaxy 2, they control their own destiny. If they get wins, they are in the playoffs. And so these teams on the outside, right now New Mexico and Las Vegas in the 11 and 12 spots, they need a team like Los Dos to lose. It certainly becomes more possible without Koreniuk on the field. Still plenty of time in this game. A win would do wonders for Galaxy 2. Header won by Kamara. Kamara dribbles in the box. Nice defense from Martin. Now Jamal Johnson, the vet, 34-year-old. Loses possession. Good give and go here. The goal scorer, Cuello, down in the box, no foul. And a throw-in coming for the Foxes.
Cuello starting that with beautiful positioning defensively, stepping in front of Johnson to easily dispossess the veteran player. Prior to that, we'd seen Elijah Martin, the left fullback for the Foxes, with his own equally good passage of play. And Suevas gets called for the foul over the top of Casillas. The referee is just going to have a talk with the left fullback and say, look, no more. You see, sometimes the defender gets called for a foul, in my opinion, a little unfairly, because the forward backs up under and undercuts. On that one, that truly was a foul. As LA Galaxy to get a goal kick off the free kick. So a wasted set piece.
Here's Depew. From Stieg. Some good pressure here from the Foxes. Now it's booted away. And you see on the other end a foul against Ramon Martin del Campo for the same thing. Past the goal line.
A bit sloppy at the moment from both teams. CJ Cochran switching the balls out. Didn't like the one that he'd been given.
Fire squad Fresno came out in force yet again. Took a touch off of Kodimoto. And now a goal kick coming for CJ Cochran.
A little bit disjointed. Connection of passes. Both teams forcing the long ball forward. Defensively, I think both teams are doing what they want to do, forcing those long balls, but it takes both squads out of their own method of play, their MO.
Kamara has worked to keep it in play. A dangerous slide tackle. No card, but he is called for the foul. Back to Mickey Daly. been a regular fixture, missed last week. He's been steady back there, over 1,000 passes on the season. Another player on 4 yellow cards.
Both he and Del Campo have been the vanguard of the back line for Fresno.
Fight for it. There's Martin Del Campo. Coming for Martin. Chance now for Los Dos. Back now to Cuevas. Taveros plays it forward. Kamara taken off by Korimoto. Kamara off his chest. Pass does not reach its target. Jamal Johnson, some room to run on the left wing. Johnson crosses. Casillas looking for Cheney. And streaking back, and now the boot from Cuello. A huge run there for the midfielder. Would look like it could have been a goal for the Foxes.
Well, Jamal Johnson finally getting free on the left side. Sends the ball across. It's a dangerous cross. Cheney couldn't get his head to it. Falls to Casillas. He was unable to connect with a teammate. And Pablo Caffa, he knew what a good opportunity that was. You can see from his reaction the disappointment. Whether things will start to open up a little bit. 30 minutes left to go in the game.
Cross here for LA, clutch header from Ellis Hayden. Chance now, sent in, caught by Cochran.
Getting to that point in the game where both teams have through the difficult part of the match, coming out of the halftime break. And then the substitutions start to happen.
So for LA Galaxy 2, Augustine Williams will enter the match.
And substitution
he comes in for Ethan Zubak.
Fresno FC, exiting the
Surprised
game,
that
number
it's Zubak
21,
that comes out to
Christian
challenge the
Cheney.
player.
And
Certainly has been quiet in this match.
And then Kudus Lowell will enter for Christian Cheney.
And Cheney will be a little frustrated that it is a straight swap.
Cheney, the local player from Fresno. Lowell, originally from Nigeria, came to the U.S. for high school, moved to Chicago.
It's one of those difficult choices as a coach. You got somebody as talented on the ball as Caffa. As Korimoto gets called for a foul and will get a yellow for his trouble. If I'm not mistaken, I think he may be one of those players that was sitting on 4.
So Korimoto will miss their next match.
Number 15, Hiroki Kurimoto.
So that is a huge absence. You see there, Korimoto called for the foul. It's his 5th yellow. And with nearly 1,000 passes, just under 87% pass accuracy, and 42 tackles won, he will miss the next match.
He's such a calm head in the middle area of the pitch. Will certainly change things tactically for Adam Smith next time out, but right now Adam Smith is just worried about the next 27 minutes.
Fresno, another team that controls their own destiny. If they win, they can hold on to second place. The draw or loss, all of a sudden they no longer control their destiny. Here's the free kick. Direct strike, Cochran gets a piece of it, and a corner kick coming.
Clever free kick there. A lot of movement on the left side of the box for CJ Cochran to worry about. And the cheeky little pass around the wall into that near post area from Hernandez, challenging the goalkeeper.
Gets all the way past on the corner.
The corner kick was not nearly as good as the free kick.
Galaxy look to take a quick throw. Sent across. Hernandez. Now Depew, saved by Cochran. The center back sprints back on defense.
Williams denying Cochran the quick throw on the distribution.
Depew, you never know when you've got a big guy with a powerful leg. He does have 2 goals on the season.
Anticipating more as the target for the header on the set pieces, but on that occasion the initial shot from Hernandez ended up being a good pass.
Long service in, headed back, and now sent away. Kafa. Given away to Galaxy 2. Schultz forward for Kamara, who puts the burners on. Mohamed Kamara in the box, deflected. Del Campo.
Great first touch, explosive off the dribble, gets past Martin like he's standing still. Del Campo standing tall, standing strong, able to block the ensuing shot.
Another chance. Hernandez inside the 18. Flicks it up. Now it's Cuello. Cuello, the goal scorer, takes a shot. Again saved by Cochran.
Game is starting to open up. Cuello invited to shoot.
Here's Lowell. Across. Cleared away, and a throw coming for the Foxes.
Well, just has a little bit more pace, maybe half a step than Cheney.
Foul called against Los Dos. That's on Augustine Williams.
And Adam Smith imploring, referee, where's the foul? It's what he wants. Question is, can Kafa serve up some magic with that left boot and get the service right?
I like that impression of Adam Smith. 68th minute now. Free kick to be taken by Kafa. Sent in, headed out by Depew. Lowell.
Well, the service was right, but the footwork from Depew matched the quality.
A chance now. Williams, but sprinting back was Martin. Great work from the fullback. Now Casillas. Johnson. And the throw-in coming for Los Angeles.
Good work there from Saldana, denying the turn from Johnson, forcing the play backward. Galaxy 2 able to win the ball back on the throw-in.
Nice header. Again looking for Kamara. Kamara still going. Kamara off target.
Wrong choice. Kamara doing all the hard work in his defense. Koreniuk was late in arriving, but he needs to be at the penalty spot. You see number 52 trying to get there. Saw Williams inside the box. Maybe he was trying to stand the ball up at the far post, but really, when you're in that situation as an attacker, you need to trust that your teammates are going to be there. Just cut it back to the penalty spot. It's your best opportunity to score if you can do that.
69th minute now. From Fresno, I'm Corey Cohen with my partner Matt Stubbington. Thrilled to be joining you on this second to last week of the season. These teams have just one match after this. And then the playoffs. Casillas. Lowell. Looking for Johnson. Jamal Johnson. Still on his feet, plays it back. Ellis Hayden. Johnson.
Jamal Johnson's coming more centrally now.
Lowell takes a hit, no whistle from J.J. Belinsky.
Almost looked like the referee just watched the ball, was not watching the contact. There definitely was contact, as there was there, as Hernandez goes to ground. Casillas will maybe a little lucky he's not getting a yellow card for this one. I thought Lowell was definitely fouled on that ball that went in towards the box. And Hernandez on the cutback always looks more spectacular than it is because the players are riding the challenge, anticipating the contact. The last thing you want as a player is to get your foot stuck in the ground when somebody's kicking at your feet, kicking at your ankle. That way is a good way to lose a knee.
Williams plays it out of the box. Now sent back in. Cochran off his mark and cleared.
And the goalkeeper there was trying to catch it and mishandled the ball. Fortunate. Now can Fresno do something on the counterattack?
Looking for Casillas, but some good defense out of Jorge Hernandez, the midfielder tracking back. There's Cuello.
Interesting support run there from Cuello. Just coming towards the near sideline, vacating the center area of the pitch, and then gets filled by Saldana.
Battle on the near sideline. Won by Fresno. And now a foul called against Los Dos. That'll be on to Pugh.
Just over the top of Lowell, holding on to the shoulder of the forward.
So Juan Pablo Caffa, the captain, will take the set piece. He's got 64 key passes. The extra header, it's wide. Mickey Daly couldn't get it on frame.
The first time the service is correct from Caffa. Del Campo with the initial header. Daly unable to send the ball goalward. Lowell had misread everything that was going on, so he wasn't able to influence the play.
So here comes Brian Eloski, the 24-year-old from the San Diego area. Leads the team in key passes. He's also got 2 goals and 4 assists. So he'll be a key piece for Los Angeles.
Good shift from Hernandez.
Here's Johnson. Crosses into the box, and it's caught by Vom Steeg.
Nobody there for Fresno to challenge the goalkeeper. Definitely feels like the game is getting more and more open. Continues to be an intriguing chess match between the 2 coaches, doing their best to influence the outcome. Both teams have 1 more substitution left.
Here's a run. Koreniuk, and it's just mishit.
The USL Championship playoffs are coming to Fresno. The Foxes have secured a home playoff match on October 26th here at
And Koreniuk will miss their next match, their final match of the season. So a big absence coming up for Galaxy 2. Hiroki Korimoto will miss the final match of the regular season for Fresno. Fox is fighting for the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Los Angeles fighting for a spot. Lawal. The corner of the box, Lawal sends it across, too much. Martin. Sent across. Casillas. Ellis Hayden. Back to Casillas.
Good work there from Koreniuk to take away Ellis Hayden as a passing option down this near sideline.
'77th minute. Johnson in the box. Johnson saved by Vom Steeg.
Wonderful positioning by the goalkeeper. Lovely passage of play from the Foxes.
Pulaski goes wide to Kamara. Now Schultz. Schultz sends it across. Williams went down in the box, wants a penalty kick. He won't get it.
So he just ran into the back of Daly and decided to take a rest.
Williams, 22-year-old from Sierra Leone. He's got 7 goals on the year. Behind Koreniuk with 9. Throw-in coming for Los Dos. Adam Smith doesn't like the call.
Tweaked his arm there as well. Had a sling on it last week. His physical therapist won't be very happy with him if he keeps doing things like that.
Played back to Cochran. Getting to an interesting point in the game where any goal has that much more weight to it. Throw in coming for the Foxes. Kaffa wants it quickly. some room here. Ali Hodgic still going. Now it's Casillas with a high cross and easily handled by Vom Steeg.
Casillas putting it in the right area. Nobody running across the face of the goalkeeper. Phoenix rising down a goal at home to Real Salt Lake.
And I saw that just now Reno got a second goal over Las Vegas, and so that's bad news for Fresno, good news for LA Galaxy too. Fresno, if these results hold, would be tied for second but be down on the tiebreaker. A loss for Las Vegas Lights would put them in a remarkably tough position. It wouldn't eliminate them, but it would all but eliminate them.
They could tie San Antonio on points, but San Antonio would hold the tiebreaker of wins at this juncture. The Lights FC, if they won their last game, then they would be tied at 12 wins on the season. The goal difference significantly favors San Antonio.
You have to get a 14-goal victory if you're Las Vegas.
Oh, Lawal passed the ball. Kaffa was open. Poor choice there from number 20.
So a chance now for LA Galaxy. 2 in the box. Cochran comes out and makes the stop.
Koreniak not able to get it past the highlighted yellow shirt of CJ Cochran. It doesn't look spectacular, but it's brave and it's good goalkeeping. Reading the play beautifully was Cochran. Timed his attack on the ball to perfection.
Casillas. Ellis Hayden. Back to Casillas. Through ball for Ellis Hayden. The cross in the box. Johnson is there. And somehow they couldn't get a shot off.
That was great work in combination, Casillas and Ellis Hayden. The right fullback does well to stand that ball up at the back post. Very nearly. The Foxes were able to get a goal-scoring opportunity. If it wasn't for Depew putting his big right boot in, he probably would have gone goalward. Jamal Johnson's night is done. Bustamante comes in.
So here is the final substitution of the night for the Foxes. Renato enters the match. Originally from Lima, Peru, moved to Chicago when he was 12.
Player that Adam Smith rates highly, and I wish all of my players could be as efficient as Bustamante. He doesn't get many goal-scoring opportunities, but the ones that he does get, he generally puts in the back of the net.
Korimoto. Zachary Ellis Hayden. Nice give and go here. Ellis Hayden continues his run. Casillas stayed on side, headed by LA. And now cleared by Depew. Phoenix just got the equalizer at home, by the way. It is a thrilling time if you're a fan of USL Championship. Final week, all teams have one game, some have 2 games left, but every single game is of the utmost importance. Jose Hernandez will enter this match.
Jose Hernandez.
And his thankful announcers, glad that he came in after Jorge Hernandez left the match. He comes in for Kai Koreniuk. And so for Koreniuk, that'll be it for the regular season. He's out for the rest of this match, and then he misses the next match due to 5 yellow cards, the suspension. A foul in the box, and it's a penalty! Lawal taken down in the box. Depew furious with the call, but Fresno will get the penalty kick, and being held back is Junior Gonzalez.
The head coach is upset, and while he might be, this is a penalty well won by Lawal. He's backing into the defender.
Hey, Steve, come on! Go there!
It's Lawal that initiates the contact. There was an arm around the shoulder of Lawal as he goes to the ground. And the 4th official calls over Mr. Belinsky to the sideline because of the reaction of the head coach. And this will be interesting to see what happens now. He's been sent to the stands. He's been ejected from the game.
Congratulations, you've won a free.
So that'll be interesting to see how that affects things for LA Galaxy 2's last match of the season.
Junior Gonzalez took over mid-season as the interim head coach, and now he will not be on the sideline. We heard him say some pretty vulgar things and being held back on the sideline. And so his night is done.
See Lawal that just backing in, initiating the contact. And then
the problem is Ontiveros wrapped his arms around the wall.
Well, the question is you also see that Ontiveros then goes into the challenge and kicks the Fresno player that is then on the ground. So my question is the penalty awarded for the initial contact with Lawal or the subsequent?
Here's the captain, Juan Pablo Caffa, and they go ahead in the 86th minute. Fresno takes the lead, and the Foxes celebrate with their fans.
Well, there may be some question mark about why the penalty was given, if it indeed was a penalty in the first place. But there is no question mark about the finish. With a plum, with the left foot. The magician, he is, Caffa. Puts it past Vom Steeg. Goalkeeper, really no chance. He guesses the correct way, but too much power on the shot.
Juan Pablo Caffa, the captain from Santa Fe, Argentina. His 4th goal of the season, perhaps the most important one. And you can see he's emotional. Obviously a crucial goal, but these fans giving so much to this club. And it was clearly a moving experience to go celebrate with them. So now Fresno retakes the lead. Some great shots. Juan Pablo Caffa being moved to tears here at his home stadium.
It's great to see the reaction of the captain. It means so much. These players invest a lot in their team, their game, their community.
So now it's the 87th minute. Fresno retakes the lead. If they hold on, they remain in 2nd place. Regardless if Reno holds on for a win. And then it just comes down to the final match next week.
Important challenge there from Ontiveros as Lawal was getting ahead of steam up.
Cochran makes a nice leaping grab and then falls to the ground to buy himself some time.
Beautifully done by the goalkeeper, out high, taking control of his box. That's what you want to see from the goalkeeper at this, well, any point in the match, but particularly at this juncture.
Foul called against the Foxes. LA Galaxy 2 moving quickly. You know, their backs are up against a wall here in the playoff race. A through pass, Schultz, and a corner kick coming.
What's interesting, the free kick that was just awarded on Taveras was saying to the referee, wasn't that exactly like the PK? And then you gave the foul against me. This time you give it in favor of me.
So the corner coming for Los Dos. Brian Olaski takes. And that's headed way off target by Augustine Williams. So if this result holds, LA Galaxy 2 would sit in 10th place with 1 match remaining. New Mexico United would sit behind them by 2 points, but with 2 games to play compared to Los Angeles' 1 game remaining. And both of those games for New Mexico United are in Albuquerque. So certainly still possible for Los Dos. Nice grab by Vom Steeg, but a difficult path ahead. They would not quite control their own destiny if New Mexico got back-to-back wins. Unless they can get a point here on the road. 90th minute now.
Well, we know there's going to be time added on. You had the penalty kick and we've had substitutions.
Looking like it'll be about 4 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see what the final number is. But time certainly running out for LA Galaxy 2.
We've seen some exciting finishes in this league this season as we get the confirmation of 4 minutes. Frustration from Depew. Trying to rally the team. Good stop there by Kuromoto. Does such a good job in the center area of the pitch for Fresno.
Now a through pass. Kept in play by Cuevas. Ilaski. Back to Cuevas. Header won by Martin. Back in the midfield with Los Dos. Here's a chance for Nate Schultz, the fullback. Still dribbling. The cross. Second chance. And it'll be a throw-in in the far corner for Los Angeles.
Hernandez had got to the right spot, but the pullback never came from Schultz. His attempt at a throw-in was a poor one. Possession goes back cheaply to Fresno. Elijah Martin looks like he's going to go for a walk up the sideline.
92nd minute. Clock ticking on LA. Through pass to Schultz. Sends it back. Ilaski. Now Cuejo, the goal scorer. Ilaski. Edge of the box. Across, a header, and the equalizer in stoppage time. LA Galaxy 2 keeps their playoff hopes alive.
Kamara has had a really good game. Fresno doing a poor job of clearing the lines. The ball comes out to the near sideline. Cuevas with time to measure the cross. Delivered into the dangerous area. And Kamara rises highest. Just flicks the head at the ball. And it goes into the back of the net. Cochran, no chance. Disappointment for the home fans.
They've lost 3 in a row. They were hoping for a win. They might have to settle for a tie.
Well, again, frustration for Fresno. They can see the goal late. It will cost them points.
And what looked like they could perhaps wrap up second with their own play, they might have to settle for third, depending on what Reno does. Here's a chance for LA Galaxy. A win on the road would be remarkable at this point. If they get those 3 points, they'd be in great position. On the outside of the box, Kamara with the head. Booted up before it could get to Williams.
Good work from Del Campo, tracking the runner.
Kamara. Out now, Cuevas again with the cross. This time won by the Foxes. Lasky hits the ground. One back by Los Dos. Cuevas. Kamara, back to Kamara. And cleared away by Kafa, and there's the final whistle. And so neither of these teams love the result, but they will both settle for a draw. 2-2 the final score here at Chansey Park. A late goal from Fresno, PK in the 86th minute, and an even later goal in stoppage time for LA Galaxy 2. This final score presented by Mercedes-Benz of Fresno. What a thrilling match here in California. Tonight's man of the match is Diego Casillas, brought to you by El Mexicano.
Well, he came in as a substitute. He played tremendously well down the right flank, up and down the pitch all night long. And of course, the moment of magic, the diving header that opened the scoring in this game. Played really well, did Diego Casillas tonight, and he'll be thrilled with the way he's played. He'll be disappointed with the result, though.
Now we'll take a look at the moment of the match, brought to you by McCarty Insurance. And you see the stand up to cancer they did at halftime with every person in the stand holding up these signs. Really a wonderful moment here at Chansey Park.
Everybody knows somebody affected by cancer, and a wonderful moment for Fresno to be able to put an onus on stand up to cancer in what is Breast Cancer Awareness Match in October.
So 2-2 is the final score, a thrilling back and forth, especially late. We'll be right back to wrap things up in just a moment, folks. 2-2, here the final in Fresno. Stay with us.
In Zorro's history, thank you for standing up to cancer. We'll see.
Reno holds on to second. Final score here, 2-2. Fresno FC and LA Galaxy 2 tie this game after a thrilling match tonight, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Fresno. Take a look at the save of the game, brought to you by BMW. and it has to be Zachary Ellis Hayden single-handedly saving a goal.
Oh, it was a wonderful moment for Ellis Hayden. CJ Cochran committed to the ball. Hreniak trying to put it into the back of the net. He collapses in a heap as his effort is thwarted by Ellis Hayden's beautiful never give up attitude. And the only thing that ends up in the back of the net is Ellis Hayden himself.
Stop by and test drive the all-new 2019 BMW 3 Series at BMW Fresno. And then here is tonight's zoom image of the match, the celebration after Casillas' goal as he was stuck on the ground, it seemed.
It was a wonderful moment for Casillas, a wonderful goal. And just got dogpiled on by his teammates and his captain there, Kaffa, with the biggest grin of all.
So now let's take a look at the highlights through this match. It was a lovely back and forth between these two clubs.
Now it was Elijah Martin on the right, the deflected cross headed in by Casillas, coming in off the substitute bench. A wonderful finish. And there is in real time the pictures of the celebration. Cochran makes a great save. However, he can do nothing about the second effort. This one from Quajot as he puts in the left-footed shot. I think it may have deflected on the way in. It doesn't matter for LA Galaxy 2 fans. It's in the back of the net. That's all that matters. And there's Ellis Hayden again. Never give up attitude. That's what you need to do as a defender. Back your goalkeeper up. Did so beautifully and ends up saving what would have been a surefire goal. And then as we go into the second half, the back and forth continued. Neither team could find a way to breach the defense of their opposition until they got the go-ahead goal by Fresno off of the penalty kick. See Hernandez with the free kick there, and then probably one of the better opportunities, this one to the captain, Depew, as Cochran is positioned beautifully from that effort. This one did sting the hands of the goalkeeper as Quajot is invited to shoot with his left foot. The frustration. Penalty kick, we're not sure why the foul was called, but it was called, but there was no question about the finish from the captain with his left peg. Kaffa beautifully putting that one to bed. But LA Galaxy 2 never giving up. Cuevas coming in from the left fullback position, given time to cross. And there was Kamara with the finish. He played really well tonight down the right, and just rewards for all of his effort.
LA Galaxy 2, a little bit more possession, a few more shots on goal, but still a remarkably even match between these two sides.
It was an even match. Two very talented teams, and I think Fresno will be really frustrated that they've conceded goals late in 2 of the last 3 games and conceded or given away points in doing so. And it's great to see that LA Galaxy 2, that they've got that never give up attitude. They're fighting and clawing, trying to find a way to stay in the top 10.
And they need it. So looking at the standings now, Fresno, they're tied for second, but because of the tiebreaker, they sit in 3rd place with 57 points, just behind Reno. LA Galaxy 2 sits in 9th place with 45 points. They are 1 point ahead of San Antonio, 3 points ahead of New Mexico, but again, New Mexico United with a game in hand. So a whole lot can still happen, folks. USL Championship in an exciting time. We want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This is my final match of the season, so thank you for joining us all season long. It has been a thrill and an honor. For our entire crew and my partner, Matt Stubbington, I'm Corey Cohen, for the final time this season, saying good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.